Paris, Milan, New York, for decades, these glittering metropolises have cast long shadows, their pronouncements on luxury fragrance echoing across the globe, dictating trends and establishing the very rules of olfactory desire. But what if the established order, the seemingly immutable hierarchy of scent, were to be challenged? What if I told you that one of the most elite, most revered perfume houses in the world doesn't hail from the well-trodden paths of Europe, but from the ancient sands and rich cultural tapestry of Oman? This is Omouage, a name that whispers of opulence and intrigue, a brand born not from the sterile calculations of corporate boardrooms and focus groups, but from the singular, visionary decree of a royal leader. Today, in a landscape dominated by billion-dollar marketing juggernauts like Dior and Chanel, Omouage is quietly, yet resolutely, outmaneuvering these giants, not through the brute force of ubiquitous advertising campaigns, but with something far more profound and enduring, a deep-rooted heritage, an aura of deliberate scarcity, and a captivating raw authenticity that speaks directly to the soul of true luxury. This is the untold story of how a desert kingdom, steeped in centuries of aromatic tradition, dared to dream and ultimately built a fragrance empire that now commands global respect. The year is 1983. The late and revered ruler of Oman, Sultan Qaboos bin Said, a man known for his profound appreciation of culture and his keen understanding of his nation's historical significance, stood before a map of the world. His gaze lingered on the ancient trade routes that once crisscrossed the Arabian Peninsula. Centuries before, Oman had stood as the undisputed epicenter of the global fragrance trade, its bustling ports overflowing with precious frankincense, its fragrant bounty journeying across vast distances to perfume the palaces of Cleopatra's Egypt and the sacred temples of Jerusalem. The very air of Oman was thick with the scent of valuable resins and spices. But as the 20th century unfolded, a new narrative had been written, one where Europe had seemingly usurped this ancient legacy, its perfume houses claiming dominion over the world of fine fragrance. This historical shift stirred within the Sultan a sense of both nostalgia and ambition. He envisioned a revival, a reclaiming of Oman's fragrant heritage. And so, in a move that would ripple through the world of perfumery, he summoned Guy Robert, a veritable legend in the industry, the brilliant nose behind iconic creations like Dior's Eau Sauvage and Hermès Calèche. To this master perfumer, the Sultan issued a clear and powerful command: create a fragrance worthy of Oman's illustrious legacy, a scent that would echo the grandeur of our past and herald a new era of olfactory excellence. The result of this royal decree was Omouage Gold, an opulent and intensely luxurious fragrance presented in a breathtaking 24-karat gold-plated bottle, its design meticulously inspired by the majestic arches of the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque, a symbol of Omani artistry and spiritual devotion. The scent itself was a complex and volcanic blend of the finest Omani frankincense, the delicate and intoxicating Thai rose, and the rich, resinous depth of myrrh, a composition that demanded an extraordinary 12 years of meticulous development to achieve its perfect harmony. Omouage Gold wasn't merely a perfume, it was a potent diplomatic statement, a fragrant ambassador for the Sultanate. While the established European houses like Dior strategically courted the burgeoning mass market with accessible and widely appealing scents, Omouage deliberately targeted royalty, quite literally. The Sultan himself presented Omouage Gold as a prestigious gift to visiting foreign dignitaries, subtly yet powerfully embedding the brand within the highest echelons of global power and influence long before it ever graced the shelves of retail establishments. This initial strategy laid the foundation for Omouage's enduring reputation for exclusivity and unparalleled quality. In a marketing landscape increasingly dominated by algorithms and viral trends, where Dior relentlessly floods airports and digital spaces with campaigns featuring celebrity endorsements for fragrances like Sauvage, Omouage has deliberately and audaciously taken the anti-algorithm approach. You won't find any celebrity faces fronting their campaigns, no fleeting TikTok dances associated with their exquisite scents. Instead, Omouage focuses solely on the intrinsic artistry of its perfumes, crafting olfactory experiences as complex and nuanced as symphonies, masterpieces like Interlude Man, a scent so profoundly potent with its unexpected yet captivating clash of oregano and bergamot that wearers often jokingly caution, spray once or you'll clear a room. This bold departure from conventional marketing speaks volumes about Omouage's confidence and the power of its creations. Their distribution strategy is equally uncompromising and meticulously curated. Forget widespread availability and deep discounts. Omouage maintains brutal exclusivity. No mass-market retailers, no ubiquitous presence in Sephora. Instead, their presence is carefully cultivated through flagship boutiques nestled in the most prestigious locations, such as London's Mayfair and Dubai's opulent Mall of the Emirates, complemented by strategic partnerships with elite, high-end retailers like Bergdorf Goodman, where discerning clientele appreciate the artistry and rarity of their offerings. The underlying math is clear: fewer sales, but significantly higher margins per unit. This focus on value over volume has proven remarkably successful. By 2024, Amouage achieved an impressive $80 million in revenue, demonstrating a consistent annual growth rate of 8%, a pace that outstrips even its esteemed niche rivals like Creed or the trendy Byredo, all while steadfastly rejecting numerous lucrative buyout offers from the luxury conglomerate LVMH, a testament to their unwavering commitment to independence. Here's where Amouage masterfully checkmates the competition, establishing a distinct and unassailable advantage. While even the most prestigious European houses like Dior often source their crucial raw materials, such as jasmine from the sprawling corporate farms of Grasse, Amouage maintains an extraordinary level of control over its entire supply chain, meticulously overseeing every step from the source to the flagon. Consider their key ingredients: frankincense, not just any frankincense, but the prized Boswellia sacra resin, hand-harvested in the rugged, sun-drenched region of Dhofar in Oman, where the ancient trees yield their precious tears only under the intense heat, often exceeding 45 degrees Celsius. This arduous and traditional harvesting method ensures both the quality and the unique aromatic profile of their frankincense. Roses, the exquisite Taifai rose, cultivated at the dizzying, oxygen-thin altitudes of Jebel Akhdar, Oman's fabled Green Mountain. The unique microclimate and high elevation stress the rose bushes, resulting in petals that possess an aroma an astonishing 20% more fragrant and complex than those grown in the more conventional fields of Grasse. Oud, sourced directly from trusted Southeast Asian agarwood traders, ensuring the authenticity and quality of this highly prized and often adulterated ingredient. Amouage further distinguishes itself by aging its oud in humidity-controlled vaults in Muscat, allowing its rich and complex character to deepen and mature over time. This unwavering commitment to controlling their supply chain yields three critical advantages: unwavering resilience against supply shocks. Unlike European houses vulnerable to the vagaries of global agriculture and climate, a single unexpected sandstorm in the Mediterranean, for instance, can disrupt Europe's jasmine or citrus supply for months, creating costly delays and compromising quality. Amouage's direct sourcing mitigates these risks significantly. Unimpeachable authenticity. In a world increasingly saturated with synthetic imitations and misleading marketing, Amouage's made in Oman provenance is not just a label, it's a guarantee of genuine, ethically sourced, and traditionally processed ingredients and authenticity that cannot be easily replicated or faked. Exceptional profitability. By meticulously cutting out layers of middlemen and directly managing their supply chain, Amouage's profit margins are rumored to be near an astonishing 70%, nearly double that of major players like Dior, allowing them to reinvest in the quality of their ingredients and their artistic vision without compromising on profitability. The luxury fragrance market is a fiercely competitive $69 billion warzone, where global behemoths like LVMH and Estée Lauder relentlessly seek to acquire and integrate promising indie brands into their vast portfolios. We've witnessed this consolidation with the high-profile acquisitions of esteemed houses like Maison Francis Kurkdjian and Le Labo, both commanding nine-figure sums. Yet, amidst this landscape of acquisition and assimilation, Amouage remains resolutely independent, a fiercely protected jewel in the Omani crown, seemingly untouchable. Because in the end, Amouage isn't simply in the business of selling perfume. They are purveyors of a compelling narrative, a fragrant rebellion against the homogenizing forces of mass production and the increasingly corporatized landscape of luxury. And as the world's discerning noses delve deeper into the unique olfactory world of Amouage, they are beginning to realize a profound truth: the future of fragrance, a future characterized by authenticity, heritage, and unparalleled quality, might just carry the evocative scent of the Omani desert wind. So, can a perfume house born from the sands of Oman truly dethrone the long-reigning royalty of European fragrance? The answer, like a lingering and complex perfume, hangs tantalizingly in the air, and it carries the unmistakable notes of precious frankincense, a quiet yet powerful rebellion, and the alluring scent of a billion-dollar secret, waiting to be fully unveiled.